We know in the disability community, there is no monolith either. Like from all walks of life and everywhere we are, people who are disabled have real barriers to voting. And I wonder, looking at you, Michelle, now, why is it that those barriers are still up there? Why are we uninterested or uninvested in removing them?
Well, you're right. First and foremost, people with disabilities are not a monolith. There are almost 40 million eligible voters with disabilities in the United States, and disability doesn't discriminate. People with disabilities come from all races, genders, socioeconomic status, religions. People with disabilities are everywhere. If you're not a person with disability, I promise you, you know and love someone who is. And you'd think with such a huge group of people who are also arguably a swing vote in that case, that we'd be more invested in people with disabilities. So if we're being honest, I think disability is something we just don't think about every day. I think non-disabled people don't really think about the disability community. And if we're keeping it all the way real, I'd say are also maybe a little bit afraid of really thinking about disability. Because the one thing that also stands out about our community is that we are the only community that you could join at any time, whether or not you choose. And anyone who lives long enough arguably will, right? And that's maybe a little scary and something we don't want to deal with. I also love that mention of it comes down to the money. People with disabilities, there's a lot of us, and we're a really complex group of people. And so making elections work for all of our voters is complicated, and it takes a real investment from our government in the resources that we need to make that happen. But it's voting. It's all of our rights are really premised on our vote. It's just too important. And it's something that we just have to invest in and make it work for everyone.